We're starting now. Hello, everybody. Hello, whoever is watching or whenever you're watching this. We are back with our Mirror Dungeon Daily. Today, like I promised yesterday, we're gonna have a solo run with K-Corp Honglu. Without any further ado, let's get right into studying this ID and getting set up for the Mirror Dungeon. So, right off the bat, we're gonna look at him, and he has 3 Pride. Hello, Angelic Intelligence. Nice to see you again. So we're gonna look 3 Pride, 2 Gluttony, and 1 Sloth, which is good. His passive is, as we may or may not know, that he can just never die. When hit, if at less than 20% HP, heal by 90% of max HP and gain 1 K-Corp Ampule. After this activates, gain 1 Fragile every turn for the rest of the battle, once per battle. So, at 5 owned Gluttony, he doesn't die. Once. Which we can stretch this by another usage by using a specific ego that we're going to be talking right after. So, skill 1. If target has Rupture Coin Power plus 3. Wow. If target plus 3 coin power. If target has 5 plus Rupture, which they will have. Skill 2. Yes, we have. If target has 10 plus Rupture, he heals. Very nice. Heals 50% of damage dealt if target has 10 plus Rupture, which they will have. And finally, skill 3, at 80% plus more HP, gain coin power plus 2. Very simple, very good. Let's see, at 80% plus HP, coin power plus 2. Majority Season 2 ID is way more than I was expecting. Nice, it is. Inflict Rupture count by the amount of K-Corp Ampule. Deal 5% damage per K-Corp Ampule. This is a small buff. This is a small little something we can get. It's just a little bit more Rupture count. Up to 3 more Rupture count, because we get to 4 Ampules, we die. And we have to be careful when using our defense, because we can gain K-Corp Ampules by using our defense. And it's an on-use thing. So Honglu will have to clash everything and sometimes use his block just to have a little extra healing. So we need to be really careful when using his defense skill. Hello, Carmen. How are you doing? We have to be really careful using his defense skill because he gains K-Corp Ampule. Nothing too fancy about this ID. He's very good. Now, we need to talk about Ego. I don't usually talk about Egos because we're mostly looking at the IDs here, but Konglu, as I'm going to be calling him now, Konglu, he has a specific ego that we are going to use, that is Dimension Shredder. Why are we going to use Dimension Shredder? Because of this. When hitting an enemy with negative status effects, this unit gains +1 charge count. Pretty simple. Plus max 4 per turn. When HP falls to 0 for the first time during battle, spend all charge count and heal in proportion to the amount spent. Cannot heal over 25% max HP. And so here we have, not only does he have a passive that prevents him from dying, he has an ego effect that prevents him from dying as well. And we are going to be using this a lot, because he's going solo. Hello, Pedro Elmano, welcome to the screen. Right. I don't believe the wall, his big skill, let's see, attack and gain Fireberry Wedge. I do not think that we can use this, then dies. We can't use this without Lord Lu, because it specifically kills him and doesn't deal damage to proc the other 2. So we cannot use this, unfortunately, but such is life. We're gonna take a few more Eagles because why not? Oh, we need this one. And there we go. We're gonna take Lasso just because it's I think it's a Rupture applying one. Yep, apply Rupture, inflict Lasso, passive. Enemy skill do Rupture Bleed, inflict True Lasso against a random enemy. So we're gonna just take this because it's good and simple. So we have our boy. He's a very good tank. He heals a lot. He doesn't die twice because he's Eagle. Now we need to prepare the team to help him out. We shall see. Our boy is a Rupture boy, so let's see what he can do. How am I going to gain plus on clash power? We are going to be using Gluttony a lot, so this Honglu is going to help him. Other Longlu that can help him, I don't think there is any. Allow the highest charge count to use more damage against target with Rupture based on Rupture on target. This is a straight up a more damage. We could take this as well. And we can get some charge gifts along the way. Allow the highest charge count to use more damage against targets with Rupture based on Rupture on target. We just need to have one charge count for this to work. So any charge gift or our ego can proc this. It is extra damage and we are going to take it. Let's check Faust. Faust has a... Let's see. When I allow with fast speed inflicts Rupture, gain 1 offense level up next turn. 3 times per turn. It's a no-brainer. We're gonna take this one. Let's just check 7 Association real quick. When I with the fast speed deals more damage based on the target's Rupture when attacking with a damage the type is weak or fatal to. Amanhã tem algo relevante no update, não tô muito ligado. Amanhã vai ser o Bokgak da regular checkup. Tomorrow will be the rerun, the Bokgak of regular checkup. We're gonna have new IDs, nós vamos ter novas ideias, novos egos e provavelmente boss update no Hohenheim. And probably a boss update on Hohenheim to make him more deadly. And extra lunacy as well. Extra lunacy, resources. Anyway, moving on. I don't think there is anyone here that can help Honglu. Let's start with an enemy, gain 3 charge card per turn. No. We could make him more defensive. Let's see, this is Gloom, right? It's a Resonance. We can't use Resonance. That's a shame. And this one here is Clash. Targeted blows not like Clash 5. They have 3 negative effects. Yeah, we're gonna take Mouse to help him. Let's see. Dawn. Dawn has but 2 IDs that mess with Rupture. They allow with the highest aggro skill slot, heals 4 HP every time they hit an enemy that targets this unit. Does not apply to units without aggro. But yeah, this is a no-brainer. Konglu generates aggro, so this is pretty good. Unless we want to see something else here. This is for sinking, right? Allow the fastest speed on hit with a base attack skill against enemies with Rupture, Count, or Sinking, inflict 1 defense level down. So this makes enemies more fragile, and the other one makes him heal a little bit more. While he has a lot of healing, I'd rather have more healing, so... who else could help us here? Nothing comes to mind. Especially because we can't do Lust Resonance, and this one is Lust Resonance. So Dawn is going to help us with this ID. Let's check. With Ryoshu now. Ryoshu should be the base Ryoshu. Because it's a Resonance, it's deals and takes 20 more damage. We're just gonna take a base Ryoshu. We're not gonna look at rest. Now I am tempted to take base Merceau here, because that's negative 10% attacks from skills, and it's easy to achieve that. But there is also Grobhammer. I don't know if it's a Resonance. Let me check. It's a Resonance. We can't use it. Unfortunate. Let's see what else we have here. Sync Association is about haste, not Rupture, right? Yeah. Dead Rabbit's boss continues to haunt me. Deals inflicts offense level down. We could have stack the offense level downs with the Dawn and let's see. This offense level down 2 times per turn. We could stack those. I think it better stacking those. Yeah. Although I'm gonna miss the 10% damage reduction, but if we're gonna do solo, I'm going to take Eagle Gifts to help you along the way. How can Heathcliff help our boy, or Kong boy? An ally with the highest max HP inflicts 1 more Rupture with skill effects when attacking a target with a damage type that the target is fatal to. This is more... quando o suporte de Resonance não tem muito o que fazer, se você não tiver Resonance, você não pode usar. It is what it is. We can't use that, it's kind of shit. Ufi Association, what do you do again? The fast speed clash power plus 1. Hey Show Pack, yo. Turn. If the ally with the lowest current HP percentage has less than 50%, that unit gains 1 clash power up next turn. What are you barking at, dog? 1 second. Anyway, back at it. I don't think he only has 2 Rupture IDs, right? The rest is kind of bad. This is a resonance one. He does not have Wrath at all, so he can't use the resonance here. Multi-crack. How do you work again? 7 owned. The play ally max charge count plus 5. It just makes it have more charge count. I think I'm gonna have to take this one to help him. Allow the max speed with 10% more blood damage. P-Quad has... When allowed with the highest max speed, use more pierce damage. We don't do pierce damage. What does the Wild Hunt do again? I think it's... Resonance, we can't use. Full Stop Office does Bullet. We don't do Bullet. This is Bleed. We don't do Bleed. Allow the fast speed against enemy that use defense skill, or where the max HP before attacking this turn, deal 10% more damage. I guess we could take him. Is that or this one to give him a Clash Power when he's at below 50% health? Or we can do more Rupture if I have to attack someone that is fatal to. So really have a choice between more Rupture if the enemy is fatal. We have more damage against someone that is full health or use a defense skill, or more Clash Power at 50% HP. I think we're gonna Rupture. I'm gonna go Rupture. Ishmael. Ishmael has this Y, and this Y we can't really ignore it. Combat Star, compare each identity according to the previous turn, and apply to defense level to the identity. The greatest disparity of HP is true defense level up. It's a damage reduction. It's pretty good. Let's check out what we have here. Gain Poise. We don't gain Poise naturally, so it's kind of can't use it. Ishmael can true counter skill final power. Can't use it. Slow speed gains true guard skill final power. We do have a guard skill, but we want to use it as little as possible. It is 2 points of damage reduction. We can get something better. We can definitely get something better. This will just allow us to retreat. We are playing solo, so if we retreat, we game over. And you are pathetic. Get out of here. We're gonna take Zwei Ishmael to help him. Here we have Rhodia. Rhodia base is more damage with head coins at 5 owned Wrath. We don't generate Wrath naturally, so we are going to be at the mercy of RNG to get a Ego skill. Let's see what else we can get. When an ally with a fast speed inflicts Rupture to damage to enemy, inflict 1 defense level down, 1 defense level down next turn. We're going to take her. We're already stacking defense level downs with the Heisho, Dawn, and with that Rabbit, so we're going to take Rhodia. Sinclair. Sinclair also has that. When an ally with a fast speed hits an enemy with Rupture, inflict 1 defense level down. Why not stack that again? We're going to make enemies very, very, very fragile here. Let's see what else we got. Let's see it's burn or Rupture potency. Just skill inflict 1 per turn. Let's plus Rupture. I prefer the defense level downs, honestly. We could also take the Zwei ones, which is apply haste and 3 defense level up, the lowest HP percentage per turn. Less HP takes 10% more less damage. I am going to go with Zwei here instead of Divyat. Because we could also, if we wanted to maximize our defense level down application, which is a possibility. Clash Power, this is just Clash Power. Yeah. We're gonna go with the defensive option for Zwei, the two Zweis fortifying K-Corp. Honglu will be pretty good. Otis, how can you help us? And yeah, Rhodian base is just really good for everything. She just deals more damage. When ally with the fastest speed deals 10% more damage when attacking a target with a target's weak too. If you're not attacking the target, that's kind of bad. What else here? Heisho. Heisho Resonance. When ally with the fastest speed when attacking targets with Rupture, deal 10% more damage and gain 1 haste next turn. That is... that's a resonance we're going to be using a lot, so it is a possibility. What do you do, Ujat? I keep forgetting you exist. Apply 1 protection to the ally with the lowest HP percentage. It is a resonance, so you cannot use it. We have the classic that never goes out of style. One ally with the most HP randomly gains 1 attack power, defense power, or protection at the start of the combat phase. We could take it the gamble or the more damage. We're taking more damage. I always take K-Corp managers, there's no point. And finally, Gregor, our boy, how shall you assist us? Now, The obvious choice here would be to take, once again, K-Corp Manager, because that 5 heal per winning a clash is no joke. It might look like little, but it's very useful. On the other hand, we could also take the Zwei and gain more defense level ups to become even tankier. Which is what I am going to do. Why? Because Kong Lu already heals per turn a lot. I might live to regret that, we'll see. This is our team for today's Mirror Dungeon. K-Corp Hong Lu and everyone else supporting him. So we have here... we have Charge, we deal more damage based on Rupture. Let's see here. Gain offense level up. Defense level down. More damage, defense level down. This one is kind of weak, not gonna lie. Deals more Rupture if the enemy is weak to. Defense level up, offense defense level down, defense level up, defense level up, and more Rupture. Simple as that. Chama o Road de 0001, porque uma vez que tinha o suporte do sol, uma vez que tinha. I mean, yeah, she has a good support, and that's it. Yeah, here we go. Let us begin then our journey with Hin. Conform. He's leveled up. We are going to be taking the level up and the clash power. Again, not a challenge run. The challenge is already we're running what's it called? A solo character. And word of warning, since this is a solo run, we're going to be seeing a lot of the same animations over and over again. And probably a lot of retries in certain aspects as well. So we're going to be taking this for the protection, because he's going to be fighting solo, so we're going to be taking this, no matter. We are going to focus on our Rupture. It's going to be Barbed Lasso first. Right, beginning then, we are going to be taking our Glor, very nice, where is it? Where is it? It's sinking if that's Echoes of the Manor. He is not Zwei Ishmael. He can get staggered, and while he can survive dying, I'd rather he recovers from stagger. So we're gonna take Echoes of the Manor first. We are going to be taking... Tem condições de fazer alguns desafios no meio da dungeon? Tá, depende. Eu já fiz algumas streams de desafio usando o Will of the City, especialmente quando eu joguei com o Yiseng. But yeah. We're gonna be taking Snake Slow because we want more defense power-ups. And we're gonna take Tenacity Bolos. Let's make our boy as tanky as possible. We should be taking a healing item, but he heals himself. I mean, depends on what the suggestion is. Here we go. There's our Starlight, Echoes, Snake Slow, and Tenacity Bolus. I forgot to change my loading screen. I'm gonna go do that. Give me but a moment. Let's go to the window real quick. I want to see Kong Lu here, and not Dawn. Although I love this Dawn, we need Kong Lu here because it's his episode today. So we go into Theater, Identity, Kong Lu, and we hunt him down. K-Corp Hong Lu. Good enough. A gente falar do desafio de em final de dungeon, pegue um ego gift que você precisa e recuse o segundo. I mean, I could do that. It gives me a random, what's it called? Maybe when I do the full team, I'll take challenges, but the challenge is already enough to playing solo Hong Lu, so... There we go. Now we get to see the tubes on his nipples. Phlebotomy is right here. We have cigarette holder, which is very good. Fluorescent light. This one's look the more appetizing because we have this and this. The Forgotten. And let's hope and pray that he can... Hold on. I forgot to check one thing on his fatal to slash. We gotta keep track of that. We must avoid slash and bleed damage. So we're gonna go here and hope and pray that we don't get blasted. Here we go. And we begin. And these boys have a lot of slash damage, I remember that. Swipe, swipe, sweep, sweep, swipe, swipe, stab. Yeah, it's not gonna go well for me at the beginning here, as per usual. But Honglu is a tough little nut to crack, and he has the protections working for him, defense level ups as well. Barely even hurt. Let's get a K-Corp into it. Again, solo runs, we're going to be seeing a lot of this. Sinner gets beaten the fuck up. We're going to see a lot of the same animation, so stick around and, you know, be prepared that this is what we're going to be seeing. A lot. Ample injection. And now we're healing. I didn't check which sins I have to farm, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. So yeah, because of how K-Corp ampoules work, we can use our defense skills twice in a battle. If he uses thrice when he activates his passive, he's going to die. So we can use the ampoule twice and never again use our block skills. Which is what we're gonna do now. Go. Oh, it didn't activate. Oh, because it didn't block an attack, actual attack. It wasn't used. That's the problem. Gotta remember that it's on use, not on combat start. The first thing we want to try and do is remove all of his pride skills because we want to stay on that green resonance all times. And look at that! Look at how many passives are starting to show up. Oh yeah, I'm also a very big fan of him because when he goes boss mode, it's really cool. Especially like when he dies and gets the mask on, it's really cool. The filter they put on the voice as well. K-Corp Honglu was really good to use in the previous mirror dungeons because you had the Grace of the Stars that removed the first stagger threshold. That shit was dope. But we don't get that anymore. They standardized the Grace of the Star system, removed like the little constellation map we would choose from, which I really liked, but what can you do? First battle, no stagger, no problem, because it's Konglu. Ooh, apologies. Here we go. One more time. Let's activate our ampoules twice, so that we don't get completely annihilated. Ampoule go. Barely any damage because of the defense level ups. So with the first stagger removal becoming radio buff nowadays, yeah. I kind of prefer, I miss the constellation honestly. I think the little shop screen that we have now is kind of boring. Right, Konglu has activated. And we just need more... We need to generate some gloom with that ego gift. And then we'll be good to go. Look at the bar of passives activating on him. It's so funny. Recover 30 HP. Why not? Pretty easy. And again, first floors are very boring. There's not much to see here. I want to see more green. We're gonna go all green and yellow here. We're gonna go Brazilian with this thing. We're gonna replace all those pride skills, even though they have like +3 coin power. I think it's a single coin skill, so it doesn't benefit that much for all that magnificent coin power. Free gift. A useless gift, but a free gift nonetheless. The Buddha. This is a fight that I cannot take Konglu on. Actually, this is a fight you should never take anyone that can't dodge on, simply because of the mechanic of the boss. And this is what I mean sometimes, that the game is not designed around solos. It is possible to solo, but it's really not designed around doing solos. Especially when we have bosses involved, bosses with specific mechanics. For example, this prick. I'm sorry, I love you, my farm empties. You're one of my favorite abnormalities. But no, because of the karma mechanic, that if you reach 108 stacks of karma, your character instantly dies. If you are unable to dodge the attacks and not get hit at all, you are fucked. So yeah, unfortunately, we're just gonna take the brass ring and leave.
금방이죠.
Here we go, first shop, easy peasy. Phlebotomy, oh, that is good. This one, after ending by using Envy Affinity or a slash damage skill, raise the unit slash skill power by 2 next turn. This one is excellent. We have anything to sell here? We have this piece of shit. Oh yeah, he takes a while to get through because that's... You have to play... He's one of the few bosses that you have to play the mechanic or... Well, play the mechanic or suffer the consequences. Can I enhance something here? Hence my snake slow. Alright. First floor, pretty easy, pretty simple. Let's just beat the boss. Oh yeah, I love hearing the bells. The bells are very fun. That offset of the defense didn't activate, did it? Activate my defenses. Give me true K-Corp ampules right now. First K-Corp ampule activated. And the second. Hope you guys had your fun, because paying starts now.
적출할게요.
Well, there's something you would never get explained. The Beetle, the commander guy there can do this like psychic power that blasts your mind blasts you pictures of farting Bowser or something. How does psychic powers work in the city? Is it? I'm pretty sure there's gonna be psychic powers at some point. Someone that can telekinesis a chair in your direction or something like that. Probably a wings technology or something. Unless this guy is just really screaming really loudly or some sort of frequency that hurts your ears.
다시 복구하긴 힘들걸요?
Also on the subject of technology of the city, we all know at this point that the K-Corp ampules, they don't exactly heal or regenerate your body, they restore you to a state you were before. That's what they do. Now, I gotta wonder, could a K-Corp ampule be forcibly injected into someone that is distorted to bring them back to their original form as a human? I think it's something to do with his wings producing a frequency. It does look like they move every time he does a command. That's a good point. Is he still alive? Yeah. Does he have wings? I don't think he has wings. He has antenna, and he has like the... I don't see if he has wings. We can't see because of the panic. Do you have an observation log? Like, what I imagine about the K-Corp thing I was talking about is going to be, you don't want to do this because someone is distorted, right? Their body has been mutated to reflect the desires of their heart. And then you go and stab them with a K-Corp ampule to forcibly bring him back to a state he was before. To his body, to his healed state. And then you have this conflict between the K-Corp ampule forcibly mutating your body back to how it was, and the distortion phenomenon forcing you back to the shape of your heart, your heart desires. I'll take this one. Right, next floor. Let's see what we got. Nothing very good. Refresh, please. We want to avoid the unconfronting because those nails, they are big damage for someone that has started to tank everything. I have lost a few solo runs with K-Corp Hanglu before, mainly because I got too many nails in my skull.
투입합니다.
I think it would depend on the output of the ampule was able to overpower the output of the distortions, we know, become varying grades of potency. Pretty much, yeah. But it still would be horrible to watch someone morph between whatever form they took and their original form. I don't think it would be an even process either. It would be like different parts of your body. Imagine a werewolf trying to transform, but random parts of his body are transforming back into human form.
적출할게요.
Come here. I demand on you to approach me. Come here. You don't come closer. Impule injected. Slots acquired. It's time for violence. Yeah, it's mirror dungeon time. Second. Come here, you fetid beast. God, the fetid beast. Look at him. Speak. Squeak. You don't want to squeak? Oh, you wanna sneeze? You wanna sneeze? Go sneeze somewhere else.
적출할게요.
There's 3 cats looking at the same bug on the floor. They're trying to eat it.
다시 복구하긴
Don't eat that
힘들걸요?
bug, please. You're gonna vomit on my bed if you do.
완전히 녹았는데?
I got the second beast.
다시 복구하긴 힘들걸요?
Another beast has appeared. Look here. Look here. You're transfixed by something over there? You're such a cute little cat. Come on. Alright, Hongulu, I'm petting my cat. Go kill these guys for me.
다시 복구하긴 완전히 녹았는데?
I have so many cats, Angelic, you don't even know. Most of them don't even stay inside the house. I live in a faraway area, so I can't have a lot of cats. I mostly have this many cats because we forgot to spade them. Not forgot, either we don't have the money to pay for neutering them, and eventually they did what animals do. They did the dirty and got plenty of kittens, and we gave away most of the kittens to people, but we kind of wanted to keep a few of them. Oh, this guy. I don't want to fight you because you have a mechanic that if I don't beat you that clash, you just fuck me over. But I can try. Nah, let's avert our eyes here. Look away, Honglu. Same time of curiosity, what if someone kills an artifact vertically protected by the middle, but they use the incinerator to burn the body? Since no one fucking remembers that person except true middle guy. That is a very specific case, Carmen, because here's the thing. When people introduced the concept of incinerator, they got this idea that is this super overpowered thing that just retcons something out of existence, but as we've seen by Canto 9, it's not really the case. It doesn't retcon something out of existence because it can be recreated. Someone can remember it. And apparently the grade and power of the incinerator varies greatly depending on the thing that you want to burn away. So it's not something you just concept incinerate a guy and suddenly, unless you use a really high grade and paid horrid amounts of energy and money, you don't erase his existence. That was the point of Canto 9. They wanted to make one that worked forever rather than, you know, one that can be outsmarted. So think about it like this. There's a guy in the outskirts and he's protected by the middle, right? There's like 2 people that he talks to, and these 2 guys that are protecting him. And so these 2 guys went and wrote down their books of vengeance that I'm protecting this guy now. Since the book of vengeance is like a Wi-Fi device that connects to all other books of vengeance, and you throw the guy in the concept incinerator, you're not going to have enough money and power to erase the name of that guy from every single book of vengeance. Those 2 guys might forget, they might remember they might have someone they protected, and they're gonna go open their book like, hey, who's this guy? Well, we did write this here, so let's go see what the deal is. We know his name now. They might have forgotten him, but he was deleted, yes, but tracks of him still exist, and that's the point of the House of Spiders. They wanted the perfect concept incinerator where you could retcon something out of existence permanently. And that's why bureaucracy is important in the city, because you you throw someone in a concept incinerator because you want to eliminate that guy, and if that guy has records of him existing somewhere, like say a birth certificate, he's already in the system and we know he exists. So if I was a fixer trying to find a guy that used to exist but was incinerated, I would go like, hey, what am I looking for? Okay, so I think there was a guy, I think he was erased, I think he lived I don't know. I spent a lot of time here. And then you start investigating around like, oh, let's see, who lived in this apartment? I don't remember. But his stuff is still there, right? So you can start looking through his stuff. You find IDs, you find personal belongings, your computer, etc. And suddenly you're rediscovering the guy. He wasn't permanently erased. That's the concept incinerator. And depending on how well known something is, like a person, for example, I just gave you an example out of thin air here, it takes a lot of money and power, like power energy, to get to properly erase something like that. A concept incinerator is just a handy tool in case you do something that you need to erase immediately. Say, I am an inventor, I make workshop weapons, and I decided to make a gun, but lo and behold, I just realized this gun that I made breaks a taboo because my boss just came over, looked at it, hey, you can't do that, the head's gonna be here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my notes, everything related to the gun itself, toss it in a concept incinerator. I forgot how to make it, I forgot I made it, I forgot how it exists. And I'm safe. That's the point of the concept incinerator. It was used to burn a recipe, the secret recipe for a restaurant. It was used to burn inventions that the League of Nine made, so K-Corp couldn't get their hands on it, and that's it. Now that you mentioned that, I want to imagine there's like gas station versions of K-Corp ampules that are just those steroid brands you see that it's like an evil clown massacre power energy or something like that. K-Corp gas station dick pill. And 3 slots.
다시 복구하긴 힘들걸요?
Nice. Ah, you're countering me, I see. I'm not going to attack you then.
완전히 녹아내렸네.
Now I'm going to attack you. I love Boris for no reason. Boris is a great character. I liked him. He really stands out because on the faction that is all about guns and bayonets, he uses iron knuckles. And that attack of his is really good. The one where he knocks someone down and just goes to town. Because it's also, I think, one of the few instances in Ruina that you can get of ignore power. By the way, ignore power is present in the tabletop that I play, and it's the bane of our existence, because it's very funny when you ignore the enemy power. It is not funny when you get power ignored. Let's see here. Wrist guards, thank you. No. Refresh. Regular umbrella. More count. Thank you. Refresh. Gregor. Smokes and wires. Phantom pain. We can get phantom pain. Poise. This is garbage. Right. We can get phantom pain. Active gloom, absolute presence, by true offense level. We only get this for the 15% more damage, honestly. They dangle this in front of me, they expect me not to take it. Floor 2! Boss. It's him again! He's back! Guess who's back? Back again! Oh yeah, I remember that. And director, I think it was director or art director, I don't remember. I need to check the art book again. Said either he didn't make it for time, if memory doesn't fail me, or he said it would be too brutal to depict or something like that. Now, I'll tell you about Ignore Power. Here's how it works on the tabletop. In the tabletop, your character has an augmentation, weapon, and outfit, as well as your skills. Each of these can be modified in one way or the other to gain more power, lose more power, etc., etc. The ones in your augment usually are conditional, meaning they require a certain, little something to activate. Ignore Power can only be put on a skill. So if you're fighting someone, you got all your conditionals active. Let me give you an example. My target has 5 bleed, so I gain more power. I have, I don't know, 7 self-burn. I gain more power because I have self-burn. I am low on health, I gain more power. I clash against the guy using a skill that gives me more power. The guy responds with a skill that ignores power. So all that shit I was building up towards, all that stuff that I was meeting conditions for, like passives here, is ignored completely. It's something alright to see all your power go down the drain like that. But hey, it is necessary. There are other ways to work around just stacking power. You can gamble max and get dice max ups on the tabletop, which isn't affected by ignore power. You just have to be very lucky. I think I showed on stream already the tabletop a little bit, but I haven't streamed this session. Now, it is very likely that this next Sunday or Saturday, I will make a very special stream I'm gonna make a stream of me being the GM, because I am the GM, I get to stream if I want. It is going to be a special stream because I will not be able to answer questions. I will be far too engrossed in being the game master for my team, controlling enemies and all that. We'll see how it goes. Speaking of, after this stream, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. After this stream, I'm gonna farm super credits because a new Warbond came out, and I don't have interest in the Warbond, although the Giga Grenade looks good, but I want the trench shotgun they put there. And yes, I play Helldivers. I like Helldivers. If I could, I would stream it, but my old beast, the hog, my computer, cannot handle streaming Helldivers. It can barely handle Helldivers to begin with. I think it has a 1050, it's very old, but I love him nonetheless. Easy boss with an easy mechanic that only requires you to be able to read. Something a lot of people fail. Interlocked cogs is useless. I want to enter this to get rebate token, and we're gonna get out with 2 other gifts I wanted. This is for... we can't activate this, unfortunately. Yeah, we can't activate this, but we can fix. And this one's just good for dealing more damage. Let's see where we're going next. Charm, Wonder, Doubt. I am going to give a hard pass on this here. Why? The mannequins are here and they inflict far too much bleed. So if I'm going solo there, I am going there to die. Ooh, this is excellent. We're gonna fight the crabs. Oh god, we're gonna fight the crabs. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Now, I never realized that this was a centipede. I always thought it was a guy like on top of like a, what's it called, a wooden thing where you put the Bible on? An altar of some sorts, but now we can kind of look at, yeah, it's a centipede. It's the centipede. It's Ishmael.
금방이죠.
Okay.
투입합니다.
Crab time. I did not like crab time. And we're gonna activate our ego right off the bat because
적출할게.
I don't want to get crabbed to death, and we need resonance to activate his passive. Resonance or owned?
여기구나.
It's owned, so yeah, no, he isn't gonna die, but I'd rather have my backup in place. Wah! Wah wah!
적출할게요.
First ampule on. Ah, Mr. Krabs was revenged for stealing his cost.
적출할게요.
Alright. We got healing, we got our ego passive. We ain't gonna die. And now Yiseng's passive is activating too. Barely lost any health. That defense level up from Snake Slow is something else entirely, and Fortitude Bolus as well.
적출할게요.
It's a shame we didn't got any the two shops we've been in skill replacement for him because I want him to do greens.
완전히 녹아내렸네. 차.
They're speeding on each other. They're countering each other.
적출할게요.
We're back at full health. Thanks for the help, Crab. You're killing your own brethren, but you're all crabs in a bucket.
다시 복구하기 힘들걸요?
Do you think the crabs that are in a bucket do it out of malice, or just as like it is expected if you are not abandoning your brethren in the bucket? By the way, K-Corp Home Glue is a prime candidate for using imposed weight, the crown, because the damage that he takes from the crown can be easily healed.
완전히 녹아내렸네. 완전히 녹아내렸네. 완전히 녹아내렸네.
The defense level ups are crazy. I didn't put much stock in how powerful that defense level up is gonna be.
녹아내렸네.
But he's taking barely any damage. I get it, I get it. Let's see. Let's avoid crabs though. Ooh, money! Speaking of Mr. Krabs. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Give me your money.
금방이죠.
Give me all your money. Your money is now mine. Ooh, free level up. Assuming we can get free level up. We are blessed this day with money and power.
금방이죠.
Onto the shop. We're gonna upgrade your blue to green. Very nice. We have UPS system. We have self-charge now. Very good. Give me a refresh. Can't use that. Do I want anything here? Let's do a little rupture fusion. Here, and here. Battery. Very nice. Actually, I can do this, but... Recipe. I need to have several units in place to actually activate that, right? Rupturing trance. I forgot what it does. I'd rather not risk losing something, so we're not gonna do it. There's this that I can make way with. Sell gift, sell. If I were deploying more units, I might have taken that, made the fusion, but I am not. We're gonna upgrade our charge items. Yes. Power them up. And here we go. It's time to fight the big crab. And now it's time to fight Mr. Krabs. The giant enemy crab. Can't clash against that.
적출할게요.
I rarely see that attack. It's so nice. It reminds me a lot of Metal Slug.
다음 세상으로 넘어가려면 자 여기구나.
Oh, we are getting ruptured now. All right, payback time. You crab bastard.
적출할게요.
Six pierce for Joey. Wow. We can barely see Honglu buried under crabs. Move a little bit to the right here, kind of off camera. Hold on. I think YouTube is deleting comments again. Let's see here. I was doing extreme until I got hard stopped by a 60 clash sneaky hidden kindred Don Quixote. Ah, a classic. But yeah, no, YouTube sometimes delete comments without my consent. Thank you, YouTube. If I do not reply, because I read all your texts, that means YouTube has deleted it. But I can see it on my preview here on OBS. I can't tell who sent that message, but I can see it there. Do not worry, I am here. Alright, let's start clashing. We do need more help potentially, so oh, the crab killed themselves. Crab rave. It's time to get into a feeding frenzy. Ooh, a stagger. But Honglu is stronger than that. He has echoes of the mana, he just recovers. He just no-sells that shit. Honestly, if you ever get an up type 5 for any ID, for the IDs to get more mechanics, I want the K-Corp Honglu to become empowered when he gets staggered or something like that. And because this is a normal crab, they all explode when the boss crab dies. Give me cost. And here we go. None of these are good. But they hungry, my committing cannibalism. They hungry. There's not a lot to eat there. It's trash beach. Dusk of Ember is the latest, right? I don't want to take my guys there because I think these bugs would eat Honglu alive. Give me a refresh. Let's see what we got. There's an uptight red eyes Ryoshi put my favorite ID in the game after seeing the story. It is very good. She has a cool mechanic. Her passive outside of combat is amazing. And she's just very good. She's just very fun. Dusk of Ember is very intimidating, yeah. Especially for a solo fight, and not sure if I want to take that risk. Should I? You know what? It's already if I take a normal pack, it's going to be... Yeah, no, I'm not going Murder Up Express. I don't want to die to bleed damage. Sorry. Bleed damage is one of the few things that can kill K-Corp Honglu real easy. I'm gonna go Dusk of Ember. Let's see how it goes. It's probably a mistake. That's a mistake I'm gonna commit.
투입합니다.
Let's see how it goes. Bugs. The bugs are back.
적출할게요.
They do a little bit of bleed, but not as much as Warp Express. Besides, we're gonna heal a lot of it. Yeah, no, they do a lot. I didn't realize they did bleed. I thought they did just damage. I knew it was gonna be a mistake. I forgot because this Walpurgis was very easy. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna Dimension Shredder our way to victory.
적출할게요.
Oh.
다음 세상으로 넘어가려면 자, 여기구나. 자.
Alright, they're giving me a little mercy here. I shall gladly take it.
적출할게요.
If anything, this is gonna be. Let's consider this the challenge from the challenge run, right? Bleed is the main enemy of K-Corp Honglu. No sell it for us, Honglu. Got enough slots now. Oh yeah, but Cassetti does a lot more bleed, and I guess until I get to Cassetti, he would have gotten enough slots to flash, but yeah. Oh, they apply count even on an unbreakable cracked coin. Interesting. I guess it's to simulate the bug swarming you. But he's recovering. He's recovering. Just gotta be careful. Here's the thing. Here's why Bleed can kill Konglu real easy. Konglu does not have a counter, and his block skill gives him K-Corp ampules. At 4 ampules, he dies. And so he has no way to not activate Bleed. Good thing is he can heal a lot, but if the bleed gets out of control, he can easily die, and that will bypass his passive, and I don't think it will bypass the ego, but still. Definitely, Bong. I wish it was Bong Bong, really. I wish someday Project Moon would acknowledge the blue-haired creature, because everyone would flip the fuck out if they did. Including me. Now, question time. You've probably seen her, but do you know who Bong Bong is?
완전히 녹아내렸네. 완전히 녹아내렸네. 적출할게.
Why did I do that?
적출할게요.
He's just taking his time.
완전히 녹아내렸네.
Well, I don't see any reason in the chat. I'm gonna gap about it anyway because I give me an excuse to show this off. Bong Bong, you've seen her. She is a nugget from LobCorp that has blue hair and star eyes. Looks like this. Who is Bong Bong? How did she came to be? Well, back in the day, 4chan was getting their mitts on LobCorp, and they did a shared save file where someone would play a day, upload the save back, someone would get that save, and then they would play and repeat on and on and on. Someone made a Bong Bong. It was the long-haired, twinkle in their eyes agent. It had originally green hair. And then, and the next time he finished his day, saved the game, uploaded, someone got the save, and played it. And that someone made another Bong Bong, but with blue hair. And then the save got passed around, another Bong Bong appeared, and then another, and then another, and then another. And she started became like an unofficial mascot character of LobCorp. The input of the laboratory became a level voice. If you're right on time, the higher episode deserves to project worse to the side. I think I did this before. What happens if I refuse? I don't know. Refuse. I don't need a bird eagle. Nothing happened. Okay, nothing happens. Nothing ever happens. The elevator door opens in a dark, unlit hallway. We can smell the vivid and intense aroma of fresh blossoming flowers that have grown over the walls and the floors of the hallway. Lying lethargically atop the bed of flowers are employees, their eyes shut as though in drowsiness. Give up on them. Try to save the employees. Let's try it. It's not too late for them. Maybe we can save them by moving them into the elevator. By the time we had finished moving the employees to the elevator, we heard a chilling scream echoing from the center of the hallway. There we saw a panicky employee curled up into balls, and an eyeless monster looming over it, its body shaped like a ceramic doll. It was at that moment when a large flower bloomed by the monster's feet. It's time. Give up on them. Return leaving the employees behind. Cost 50 gain and pink petals. When hit by ally with a skill inflict sinking. Nixing, inflict 1 pink petals. Inflict 1 pink petals for every 5 sinking. Okay. I can't do anything about it. I don't inflict sinking, so.
투입합니다.
Juanito777, Gregor or Sinclair? A bit more of context, please. What do you mean, Gregor or Sinclair? If I prefer one or the other, or. If I have to choose between one or the other without any context, Juanito, I would choose Gregor. I don't like Sinclair. Dakota. I only know about Dakota from someone's video. I think it was their favorite nugget. Everyone has their favorite nugget. Except me. I made my friends into nuggets. And then because I finished LobCorp and I knew what I was doing, everyone that wasn't a team captain was Bong Bong. If I had a quick way to show you an image, I would. Alright, time to have 5 billion bleed. Oh, good.
적출할게요. 자.
Actually, we can get the trash crab brain wine at the beginning of a dungeon. I think that's just a better stagger recovery, right? Ampule, go. Got rid of all the bleed. Alright, we are back. It's a good thing they do pierce damage. If they did slash damage, I would be fucked. The evil bleed stack of doing this pair. Remember when I was just getting back into Limbus company? I only had an N-Corp team to use against me. It's rough. Yeah. You know what thing is really good against bleed? The middle, for some reason. Because of the counterattacks. Counterattacks, any defense skill does not trigger bleed. Keep that in mind. It's very useful to know that. I do believe that when I did the stream using solo Hanafuda Ishmael, in one fight I had to win only with counters because she had so much bleed on her that if she did a singular move, she would die. And she won that fight only with clashable counters. Now Honglu is getting his zone, fully healed and moving like a beast. By the way, Kong Lu is one of the easiest IDs to do solo runs. I don't know if he can, it's like floor 15 material, but he's very strong. Simply because he refuses to die. Pen of Nostalgia, we have poise now. Ooh, we have healing too. More healing. We like to heal, don't we? Let's see here. We have Lithograph, which is more healing. I like healing. A Walking Bass. I have not picked up this one before. If I upgrade it, will it affect Honglu? No, it will not. What a shame. Refresh. White Lucipion, refresh. Nebulizer. We could get Nebulizer, that's more poise. Scalpel doesn't affect us. We'll get Nebulizer. We'll get Nebulizer. Here we go. Upgrade my UPS system. Upgrade this. Upgrade crown. Upgrade this. I get more poise. Me want mirror water poise. Yeah, me too, buddy. But that's not what we're playing right now. Let's see. Fuck, take it. I only bought this Walking Bass so I can unlock it because I don't know what it does. It doesn't even affect the character I'm playing as. Alright. Bong Bong. The Worm. The bugs are back.
다음 세상으로 넘어가려면 참 여기구나.
Now, will Honglu survive this? Yeah, that's probably the hardest part of the run, probably. Let's Let's hope and pray for our boys.
적출할게요.
We have some safety nets. The Eagle, the passive, the Trash Crab, Brainwine, we have Echoes of the Manor, but yeah, the bleed is gonna be absolutely brutal now. Ooh boy. Ooh, I don't think he's surviving this. We are in trouble. Because 40 bleed is no joke.
적출할게요.
That's what happens. Death will happen. That's what's going to happen. No, he's dead. But he recovers. Thanks for being unbreakable. But now he's going to have infinite bleed, and I think we're going to die here. He has no way to evade the attacks. He can only block. And the sheer amount of attacks that are going to come after him are going to obliterate him. It's fine.
아, 바쁜데.
It's fine.
여기 들어드릴게요.
I knew coming here was going to be a mistake. And there's more bugs now. Now we have no way to remove that status effect.
아, 바쁜데. 특별히 들어드릴게요.
Yeah, there's nothing to do here but die. Well, at least he's going to die well. Goodbye, Honglu. We're gonna have to bring backups for this fight. There's no way he can survive.
완전 녹아.
And death. No, he didn't die. He died now.
결국 앰플이
Alright.
과주입되고.
Them dogs. We are going to have to bring him back up. There is no way he can clear this on his own. We do not have... There is no way he can clear on his own. It's too much bleed. That is unfortunately going to break our solo run because I did a mistake of picking a floor that would completely counter him. But that is my bad. But hey, sometimes the K-Corp needs help, so let's bring people related to K-Corp. Or does Y. Sorry. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. This is the perfect counter for him. If I didn't choose this pack, he would have gone easily solo run. I could try it again, but I don't think nothing would change. Let's give it a try, one more time.
투입합니다.
Not bitch made. But I'm pretty sure this is a game over for him. What we're gonna do is we are going to try and minimize bleed count. So we're not going to be able to activate our guard to get some healing from our ampules. We are going to rely solely on our passive and the passive of the Eagle. And the Trash Crab Brain Wine as well. What I mean by trying to minimize bleed count is to clash without getting hit a lot. Because there's not much to do. Even the unbreakable coins apply clash and apply count, so it's gonna be bad regardless of what we do. Like, we are already taking like 130 damage just from that alone. 160, well, probably more. So let's minimize damage here. Retreat corrosion could be worthwhile. Corrosion isn't gonna save him. Corrosion over... what's it called? They override stagger. But the problem here is not that we're getting staggered. The problem here is that we have too much bleed. And none of his... what's it called? Eagles that I have equipped consume negative effects or clean him for negative effects. Yeah. So the best we can do here is try to reduce the count of bleed, recover some HP with my green attacks, and try to get hit as little as possible. Stagger is good because it takes some slots away from us. Yeah, we're already taking 300 damage from bleed alone. 30 potency with 10 count above, that's 300 damage. That's his entire HP bar gone. Maybe let's start some little bonglings. Maybe. It's possible. The problem is that it's slash, so I can't do it multiple times in a row. And there's this fat fuck in the middle that eats our attack waves too. Here we go.
다시 복구하긴 힘들걸요? 완전히 녹아내렸네.
And he died from bleed, but he healed because of trash crab brain wine.
다음 세상으로 넘어가려면 자, 여기구나.
And there's that problem, he summons more. Let's see, 4 slots. There's 4 slots we can flash.
적출할게요.
He's dead. Yeah. Bleed unfortunately removes the... goes through his passives. He has to take damage to die. Bleed is the perfect counter for K-Corp Honglu, unfortunately. But that went well. Maybe I should spam the Magician Shredder. Let's try it. Let's try a strategy, Angelic Intelligence. Let's see if it works. I have the resources because K-Corp Honglu generated resources for that eagle. Yeah, what's the era again? Become unbreakable. When he does not become stagnant, at least 10. He'll wait to best considering death to his skills. The kill cannot be controlled and mobilized. I see. I forgot the era existed, honestly. We got out on Kanto 9.
굳이 제가 그곳에 있을 필요는 없지요.
I only use it once per turn, so... The longer clashes for low sanity might help reduce on the count, but again, we're gonna get staggered.
다음 세상으로 넘어가려면 자, 여기구나.
It'd be really nice if you got to do an anti-power that cleared all negative effects from an enemy, from an ally, I mean.
적출할게요. 자,
He's gonna die.
다음 세상으로 넘어가려면 자,
Let's trash crab bring line heals him now. Yeah, it killed him. That one hit him. Full health. But shit tons of bleed. If there's a rough moment, I think that's it. It's likely that he'll die next turn, but let's see. We could use an eagle to do more.
적출할게요.
Gotta remove that counter. Era is going to be the thing that's going to save us. Alright, remove the bleed count. Let's see if we can survive this. Angelic Intelligence, your nickname is not for nothing because I completely forgot Era existed.
완전히 녹았는데.
That might save the run, maybe. Maybe. It's a big maybe, okay? Alright, see you around, Mama. Well, there's gonna be those unbreakables, man. But as long as I'm not getting hit for free, which is the problem, we're gonna be fine.
다음 세상으로 넘어가려면 자, 여기구나.
There's a high count again. 6-5. Dangerously close to a brain rot number. I don't like that. What you mumbling though? All right. I think that saved the run, Angelic Intelligence. Well done. I'm impressed. I'm impressed at Era. Oh, he has the slots to clash against everything now. That's the main problem with running solo with any character, is action slots. Action economy is a very potent thing, especially in a turn-based game. Limbus is turn-based, although it doesn't look.
완전히 녹아내리네. 완전히 녹아내리네.
Alright, we're good to fight. We have slots, we can fight! It did take us using Durante to get the fight going, but it is a daily mirror dungeon for daily powers, right? I heard people that consider using the Durante abilities cheating. I am not one of those people. The abilities are there to be used, and I will use it. Big attack, big attack, big attack, big attack.
완전히 녹아내리네.
Summon more. Do we actually have the slots for all that?
적출할게요.
And now we get to that stage of the Mirror Dungeon solo where we got to watch the character just do these animations over and over again. It's a little boring to watch, but we got over the biggest hurdle, and we are actually winning this fight now. Amazing. You know, stagger bars to go, we can only hit and get hit, as long as the bleed doesn't get out of control again. And even if it does, we still have a backup a way to save ourselves. Well, sure. Oh, there's two big worms now. I didn't know they could get together like that. Not a problem, though. Hopefully. We have one side coming out, but that's gonna be fine. Honglu turned into the boss of this facility now. One thing I wish the Limbus will do in the future is that if your character has haste, I think he should clash faster. You know how Ricardo and other strong characters will clash fast as hell? I wish the Sinners could clash that fast if you have haste. I think it's deserved. Oh! High clashing worm.
다시 복구하긴 힘들걸요?
Now, I think this is lore accurate, honestly, because I feel like K-Corp would be cheap enough to send like, okay, we have a swarm of bugs attacking one of our facilities. Send one class 3 excision staff, and this is your job. Now you gotta kill a bunch of little bugs, and you just gotta whittle them down because you're not that in the power scaling, you're not that powerful, but you are pretty much unkillable. But you're there, there's like a swarm of bugs you have to kill and slowly chop away at. The drone is just there to make sure you're not going to run away. Oh! Flashing blue, that's rare. I mean, if you read the lore a little bit, the... what's it called? What's his name? The ordeals. The ordeals are things that are deeply entrenched into the collective human consciousness. And because of the process of lobotomy corporation pulling out stuff from the mind, they sometimes reappear. If we're going to take this literally, the Bong Bong worms here, they were... some company or someone made these creatures to be juiced and make food. And so food they made. I want to get favorite cautious cards. Okay. Slowly chopping away. So I guess someone made these worms to make food, so think about it like pigs. You feed it slop, the pig grows nice, big and round, you harvest the pig later. You feed these bugs, they create this, like they process the food, the nutrients that you give it from the slop, and then they produce this liquid that can be safely ingested by humans, and you just sell it as food. But I guess people saw it like, oh, it's big food, big worm, that's bad, why are we eating the big worm? They're moving around. I think they're not regenerating. How many rounds have been? 13. I know if we go above 100, we get the creepypasta screen. I mentioned that during the stream. I would drink it too. I would eat. We don't like bugs, like the idea of eating bugs, because bugs are small, they're tiny. So you want to get a big bowl of food, it's like a bunch of tiny little bugs you're going to have to eat. That's unappealing. But you get a big bug like that, a big grub the size of a car. Imagine like you kill it, like butcher it, you peel off the carapace, the big teeth, and you cut a slab of meat out of it and put it on a grill. You eat that, I'd eat that. Not to mention it tastes literally like oranges. It already comes with a sauce. Already comes what's called seasoned. Come on, Hong Lu, you can do it. Let's see. Migration in 2 turns. We got that's worth using. We're about to stagger this big son of a bitch. Alright, see you, Angelic. I'll be here. This fight's gonna go for a while. We gotta watch over our star of the show here, Hong Lu. And yeah. It's not as long as the other streams, surprisingly, despite this fight taking forever. Keep hitting them. Keep hitting them. By the front.
적출할게요. 다시 복구하긴 힘들걸요?
And the bugs are back.
적출할게요. 완전히 녹아내렸네.
I like the way they animated the bike. Stretches out its feet forward. Dear God, there's 3 big worms, that's right. Oh, this fight is gonna go for a while, so sit back and relax and enjoy your flight. Because we're gonna be here for a bit. There are 3 big worms.
적출할게요.
Oh, I should practice my Japanese while I'm at it. This is a tank. This is not a DPS character, even though he's dealing all the damage himself. Welcome back. This is gonna be a while. There's 3 big worms. We haven't killed 1 yet. But we're slowly chipping away at it. K-Corp Honglu is a tank. He's not meant to be dealing DPS here. But he's gonna have to do it all himself. Because we're short on staff. And there are lots of bugs. I didn't have a point of killing the small worms because the small worms are gonna be resummoned.
적출할게요.
Oh, Clash lose, 5%. Immovable on versus unstoppable force. Yep. He's gonna be here for a while. I'm wondering if I should be practicing my Japanese at this point. I have my little book here for studies. Oh, he lost a Clash. Shit. There we go. Where's mine? Let's get that. He has 5 fragile from being revived. Go.
적출할게요.
At least they don't have any HP regenerating effects. That would destroy this fight. They're just tough. They're just tough, big and round and bloated.
다시 복구하기 힘들걸요?
The bugs are multiplying again. They're gonna explode. Didn't one of you get staggered? Did you unstagger? It's staggered to use herd migration, didn't it? God damn it. Right here. Keep going. Keep chipping away at it. Hope we don't reach overclock to get the creepypasta one. That's normally what I would try to do is when it presents itself is full force one of them big ones to force a stagger. Yeah, but I don't want the what's it called, the bleed to get out of control, which is our main problem here. By clashing against the big bugs, we can ensure that they, at least not with the unbreakable coins, they can't apply bleed to our character, which is again our only problem. Although it can take a little bit of bleed and we can do most of it, that's not complete a mistake this far into the fight. Whenever I go by risk or caution, especially when something is taking so long, I'd rather go by caution. Hopefully we won't have to repeat this fight because we're not taking Dusk of Ember again. We learn to avoid Dusk of Ember forever now with any solo run. Let this be a warning. Yeah, never take Dusk of Ember if you're playing solo. Ah, we have the worm that is gonna die first here. 500 damage. Again, this is a single nugget dealing with a ordeal by himself. If this was Love Corp, that nugget would deserve a raise. This reminded me when I beat the Red Mist and decided to do a cheese strat with the shelter, where I went to take a nap. Bite me, boy. Any attack that doesn't need to be redirected. There we go. You take the blue, and you take this blue. Everything else goes to the big one. A note of bubbly flavor.
다시 복구하긴 힘들걸요?
At least we got rupture to deal damage. Slow and steady. That worm's going down. That worm's dead. There's all two big worms. We are out of the worm hell. All these worms are going to hell with me. Kill that worm.
완전히 녹았는데?
I can't wait to see the damage done. That's seriously gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be insane.
완전히 녹았는데? 완전히 녹았는데?
Here they are. The big worms are back. Oh boy, let's keep chipping away. As long as they don't keep bringing reinforcements, you should be golden as we quell down the worm mania here. We've got absolute resonance to make sure we have some offense levels. Fine, 155. I'm gonna take a long battle for 4-5. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want this. I still have to fire my super credits on Helldivers for that shotgun. I don't want this daily MD to take more than 2 hours. But then again, I keep thinking of dumb challenges like fucking Bat Brothers or solos, but it's fine. It's fun. We're having fun. Even though we're just watching here, it's a nice animation. I really like the way the worms are animated, and it's always funny to see Konglu just become unstoppable, except for Bleed. He can be stopped by Bleed pretty easily. I'll kill this worm.
적출할게요.
I was seeing these streams more sort of place to vibe, chat about thoughts and streaming, you know, so it take a while. It's all good. Yeah, pretty much. I like to do this a little bit more educational. If anyone has questions, I try to answer them. And that's why at the beginning of every daily Mirror Dungeon, I take a look at the ID, see everything the ID can do, and all that good stuff. You know? So it's more than just watch me play the MD and talk. Feels like I have to have some substance into it, you know? Not just, again, having an MD and talking is good, but still, I like to have a little bit more meat on it. And I'm very, speaking of Project Moon, I am very excited to see if they're going to do more 3D stuff like that, because the trailer for the rerun of regular Checkup was very good. And that 3D style that they decided to go for is perfect. If they do a game in the future, as he has said he wants to do a 3D game someday, they need to use that 3D style, like PS1, chibi 3D, low poly. PS1, PS2, I don't remember. Oh god, he's exploding more bugs. That's good, one of the bugs is almost gone. Can't do 400 damage. But we're gonna try. I should be preparing my tabletop campaign as well. Even though the player was one of the players which are going to be the central character of the upcoming Kanto or my own campaign, because I try to write my stories on the tabletop much like Kanto's, focusing on one character and their past. He asked me to delay it because he has stuff to do. He wants to GM first because he's been promising a campaign for us for a while. So I don't have to worry too much about it, but I like to think about ideas of what I'm going to use. And I can prepare something else in the meantime, not a proper campaign. You know, the cognitive tutor rate. Yeah, pretty much. That's what makes it good as well. Because even Limbus being as brutal as it is, we still get like the sprites are cutesy. They have their big heads compared to the body and all that. We lost some health there. I like that we lost some health. No problem. We did choose to ignore a few attacks. Don't worry, we've lost some health, but we've covered right back with our skill tree. No. Now, once the event comes out day after tomorrow, don't know if I'm gonna do the daily MD. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Daily MD must remain a constant. That's something I decided. I will do Mirror Dungeon every day, including Wednesdays, which is the day I decided not to stream. But since I'm changing my stream schedule from the afternoon to late night, any stream that I do for Limbus companies, all the main content is going to have to be... It's not going to be scheduled, that's for damn sure. I gotta see what I'm going to do. I usually announce when I'm going to do a stream an hour or half an hour before I actually do the stream. So I gotta decide how I'm going to do for future content, because I was going to stream in the afternoon a game of my choice, and then at night do Limbus MD, but because of responsibilities in real life I can't do that anymore. So I only been relegated to daily MDs later at night. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do when it becomes more content, which will come. There is I'm very eager to see Bumblehead King return in the intervallo. That is to come. How are they gonna handle Gregor returning? Because there is a lot of fan work about Rhodia and Gregor coming. Rhodia helping Gregor get over what happened with the bug transformation. Also, is it very convenient that Gregor was not present for this event? Because I think it would be bad, because I remember in Canto 1 there was a event about bugs on the wall, and we choose to stomp on it and make Gregor lose a bunch of sanity, or not stomp on it and every other sinner taking a lot of sanity. Alright, the fight is coming to an end slowly. Not saying Gregor is every bug, but the comparison is a little too close, especially after what happened to him. Ah, by 29. Oh, but you can't migrate, can you? Because all your bugs are dead. That one's gonna kill it. Let's focus on the little bugs. Let's end this fight, please. We've been here for 32 turns. Yeah, I also mentioned I'm doing tabletop. Yes, I do. I GM for a tabletop on the Project Moon universe. We use a system that copies the Library of Ruina one. I have promised to stream it a few times now in the past, but since I was not GMing for that campaign, the GM at the time didn't want to be streamed, so I respected his wishes. However, the next session is mine, and as the GM, I can choose to stream my content or not, as long as my players are erected. And so, probably on this Saturday or Sunday, I will put the stream up on... Oh, we won! Holy shit! Victory is ours! Finally! How many years has it been? Oh my god, it took forever. Alright. Just take these. Okay, let's not commit that mistake and let's go for a long pack. Because I want to end it. The bugs are dead, finally. Christmas is the easiest one for long battles. I never get tired of beating up Santa, I guess. Line 1 is hell. This one is okay-ish. Let's go with Santa. This is death. This is against Peccatulas. Yeah, we're gonna go in this one. We're gonna visit Santa. Anyway, let me show you. I have this overlay here. You can see some of the names of my character. The characters down there. But probably on this Saturday or Sunday, I will be streaming the tabletop that I'm going to be GMing. Expect a lot of jank. The system is not perfect, and combat takes just 5 fucking billion years to get through. Just imagine that what we just had, but for every single combat. But I have a solid grasp. I know how to run a little faster. Okay. Heal. Replace your blue. Refresh. Cigarette holder. Give you more power because you desperately need it, brother. Let's enhance Snake's low so you get more defense. And sell some stuff like this. Did it just... Oh, yeah. Sell this. Oh, look, I'm familiar with the site that lets you create custom IDs in the Limbus company format. We don't use the Limbus format. We have our own character sheets and all that. And I usually take a lot of inspiration from Limbus as well, other places for character inspiration as well. So, yeah, while it's appreciated, we'll see what we do. Hang around on Saturday, Saturday or Sunday, and you see what I mean. What am I doing? Enhance this. You desperately need damage, brother. Definitely be sure to stop by for it. It is long, it takes a while, but we roleplay not on text, we all do voice roleplay. The only thing I would tell you about the table is that we are very loose with our wording. We're a group of friends, we call each other names and make some crass jokes here and there. So just be warned. And again, I won't be able to talk to the viewers because I will be GMing, and in between GMing and paying attention to chat is going to be a little complicated. Alright, you fuck-ass gnomes. I am here. It is time for death. You all deserve to die after that. Santa, I am coming to kill you in real life for putting me through that. I blame you. I blame the bees on the outskirts because of those bugs. Mostly because I have no one else to blame but myself, and I'm not going to do that, because I am always right. I didn't check. Are we activating our passives? Because I got a few ego generating devices. We didn't get any gloom for this to inflict more defense level downs, and yeah, we didn't get any gloom despite having a scene generating thing. Interesting. All green.
적출할게요.
Means we heal.
다시 복구하기 완전히 녹아내렸네. 다시 복구하기 힘들걸요?
Honglu is here to remind you that the city is for humans and humans alone.
완전히 녹아내렸네.
That's a cute sprite. That is not a cute sprite. Honglu saw what the non-human beings from the outskirts did, and he's here for revenge.
다시 복구하기 힘들걸요?
Now, also, if you consider that Honglu's eye is like a camera for the elders, this ID must be the most boring channel ever. Because most of the time he's spending inside of a tank.
적출할게요. 다시 복구하긴 힘들걸요? 자. 자.
There's a reason why these creatures were banished outside of the city. And the more I learn about the creatures at the outskirts, the more I think maybe the head is onto something. Maybe they're all right.
적출할게요. 완전히 녹아내렸네. 자. 다시 복구하긴 힘들걸요?
No counters for you. We're just gonna slaughter you wholesale. When has the head ever been wrong, really? Exactly. This is what I find about the setting the most refreshing thing, because usually when you're in a dystopian setting, the government is always this monolithical evil entity that wants to oppress everyone and everything must be bad. While the head, they have some strange rules, that's for sure. And they deal with things with absolute violence and power, and they're always watching you. The beholders know everything that you're doing at all times. They seem to be content, just like, here's some rules, they're weird, I know, but follow them and we won't send you the equivalent of Adam Smasher on crack to kill you, okay? Other than that, do whatever you want, buddy. You want to create a group that goes against us? Sure. Unless you come knocking on our doors, we don't care. As long as you don't break the rules about, like, non-humans or... I don't know what else, other rules. Don't make clones. Yeah, don't make clones. Don't make super advanced guns or anything. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, it hasn't been explained, but we can infer very easily that they apply certain rules because they want to bring out the most human side of humans, like the most emotional. One reason for is that, for example, you have a gun, you have a sniper rifle, right? You shoot someone, boom, it's over. That's a kill. You don't do anything about it. But now you can't use the sniper rifle. They took away your sniper rifle because it broke the rules. Now you have to use a sword. Now you have to get up close to the person you're trying to kill. You have to see the white in their eyes, and you gotta kill them right there in the spot. And now that's emotion. That you get both of you huffing and puffing on the ground, trying to stab each other to death. That's emotion. That's human. That's very nice. We want that. That's what we like. And even with the gun example, because the guns are so restrictive and so expensive to use, even if there's no human-like struggle there to struggle to kill each other, you are aiming and shooting. The fact that that bullet costs like your entire paycheck puts a level of emotion also in the act of sniping someone. Because, okay, I worked 2 months to buy this super advanced Atelier bullet that is like equivalent of a 50 cal in real life. Okay, here we go. Can't miss it. This is the opportunity. I can't miss the shot. If I miss, I'm going to starve. Because whatever target I'm aiming at, I can't beat in melee. The only way I can kill him is through a sniper shot. And I had to use all my money to pay for this bullet. If I miss this shot, I am screwed. I'm gonna have to take a loan, another loan, or whatever. Now, there's all this tension, this emotion, I can't miss, etc. And if I do miss, there's just pure despair and dread awaiting for you. Unless you're rich, like Hong Lu, you just can buy bullets forever.
완전히 녹아내렸네.
Here he is, Santa, I have come to destroy you. Oh, this is much easier, isn't it? We don't have to deal with bleed. So the head wants everyone to be human, but the way the city works, because everything's a rat race, right? They have every corporation, every criminal syndicate is acting without much oversight from a all-ruling government, aside from the weird rules, because they operate in such a way, and because of like the installed late-stage competitive capitalism that the city is, everything becomes this horrible gloom and doom, not because the evil government set this up. They might have cultivated the, what's it called, ecosystem for such a thing to be able to happen, and they maintain it through the rules, maybe, but ultimately it was humans that caused all this. The mega evil corporation doesn't have to be a mega evil corporation. They did it because it was more profitable. The government didn't tell them to do that. They hadn't tell T-Corp to start, start taking time from people as money. Why not? They did. The way that things were working did. And that's what's most interesting about the setting, in my opinion. Oh my god, we're done. The bugs were seriously exhausting in my psyche, man. Here we have Honglu solo, true solo. Here it is. Not that bad, but considering that his ID only has 300 health, he took 10, 11 times, some 40 times more HP than he had. Whew. It only took this long because he was not dealing good damage against the bugs. Really. Oh my god, we're true. This was good, it was fun, I liked it, but it was kind of exhausting because of that one fight. Whew. Look at this boy. Alright, we are true. We did floor 1 to 5. Fuck the Walpurgis Knight. Fuck the bugs. Not literally, Toy would like that. We are true here today. Tomorrow I'm gonna do more abiotic, and then I'm gonna do more Limbus daily. Tomorrow, which team should I use? I have a list here. Let's open up. Daily MD. Here we go. Since we completed Honglu, K-Corp Honglu, hold on. K-Corp, there it is. Tomorrow we could do the Zwei, the Dietzi, full stop. How about we do something that deals damage? Tomorrow we're gonna do full stop. That means Honglu is not off the docket yet. He gets to work another shift on the ball crushing factory that is the mirror dungeon. Hope I don't have long day and the long day factory. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching today's stream. If you enjoyed the stream, please recommend it to your friends. If you did not, please recommend it to your enemies so that we can feed into the Dusk of Ember to make delicious, delicious orange tasting jelly. If you really like the stream, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff to please our tech masters and the algorithm. With that said, thank you all so much. I will see you tomorrow for more Abiotic and more Limbus Daily. Thank you. Oh, before we go, a big thank you to Angelic Intelligence on YouTube for reminding me that Era exists and making the Mirror Dungeon today actually beatable. Solo, that is. If I brought more sinners, I would have beat it anyway, but yeah, solo. Many thanks, muito obrigado, Angelic Intelligence, and until that next time. Bye bye!